Good morning, class. Today we understand the next topic, that is types of function. In last term we have understand what is function and what is the component of function. Today we understand types of function. In C and C++ programming, functions are mainly divided in two types. First is library function, and the second one is user defined function. Library functions is also known as ready-made functions, and it is also known as built-in function. Then firstly we understand library function. Library functions in C and C++ language are inbuilt functions which are grouped together and placed in a common place. The place is known as library. And each library there are many header files. There are many header files where library functions are stored. They are predefined functions. Predefined functions means those functions which are defined already. Those functions which are defined already. And these functions are stored in header file. We understand the header file with its extension. Every header file has an extension .h, means there are many header files, like the first header file is stdio.h, conio.h, string.h, mass.h. These are the header files where many library functions are stored, and according to need, user can call these library functions according to their need, and only we call the function. There is no necessity to return their definition. Now we understand which functions, means library functions, are stored in header files. Firstly we return header file, that is math.h. Math.h is a header file where we can store a lot of functions like power function, calculate the power and return the value. After that we use sqrt. It finds the square root of a number and return the square root of that value. Sine, cos, tan. These are the functions which return the value in degrees. And another function is ABS that returns the absolute value of the number. Absolute value means positive value of a number. Then another header file is string.h. In string.h header file, library functions are strlen, which is having return type integer, and it calculates the length of given string and return in integer form. After that, the function is strcat. If we take two strings, str1 and str2, and in str1 we input a string that is good, in str2 we input a string that is morning. Then after strcat operation, it concatenate both strings and the result is good morning. The next function is strcmp. It compares two strings, that is str1 and str2, and there are three possible conditions. The first condition is if str1 is greater than str2. The second condition is if str1 is less than str2, and the third condition is if str1 equal to str2. In all conditions, the value means output is when str1 is greater than str2, the result is positive. str1 is less than str2, the result is negative, and str1 is str2, then it prints 0. After that, there are two functions, str upr and str lwr. These are also used in string.h header file. The next header file is conio.h, where we store CLR SCR function, which clears the output screen. If there is any program run and there is an output, then CLR SCR clears the screen, means output screen. The next function is, the next header file is iostream.h. Here there are two functions, that is cin and cout. Cout is used for giving a message and cin is used for scanning the value. So these functions are known as library functions, which are stored in their header files. Now we understand what are user defined functions. Now we understand what are user defined functions. User defined functions. User defined functions are those functions which work according to user's need, and a user defined function is a group of code to perform a specific task. That group of code is given a name, that is identifier. When the function is invoked from any part of program, it all execute the code defines in the body of function. So user defined functions are those functions which are created according to the need of user or requirement of user. So user defined functions are those functions which are created according to the need of user or requirement of user. Now we will understand the user defined function with the help of example. Write a program to input a number and print its cube. Now we understand the program. Write a program to input a number and print its cube. For understanding this program, firstly we written header files, that is hash include stdio.h and hash include conio.h. If we want this program in C++, then we use iostream.h and conio.h. After that, firstly we written the function. The function name is cube and there is an argument, that is n. Then we return n into n into n, means this is cube of the number. Then we return main. After that, firstly we declare two variables, that is a and c. Then we use CLR function. After that we use for statement, that is a equal to 1, a less than equal to 10 and a plus plus. In for statement, the first statement is initialization, the second is condition and the third is increment or decrement operator. After that we return if we want to find the cube, then we return this statement c equal to cube a, and then we print. In C we return printf and in C out we return C out. If we want to return in C++, then we use C out. Cube is firstly we return hash include stdio.h and hash include conio.h. These are the header files. Then we make the function header, that is data type, function name and number of argument. Data type is integer, function name is cube, and there is a value, that is n. We return n into n into n. Then we come in main function. There are two variables a and c, and there is a loop a equal to 1, a less than equal to 10, and a plus plus 1 less than equal to 10, condition true. Then it prints the cube of first number. The cube of 1 is 1. The cube of 2 is 8. The cube of 3 is 27. Then it prints the cube of next numbers. We have already given the PDF of this topic, types of function, and you can learn from there. Thank you, class.